guys, welcome you all back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Winfred and thank you very much for clicking. My new subscribers, thank you very much for joining the family. We are growing every now and then. Thank you very much. I'm so humbled and I'm so happy that you guys come back and keep on watching my videos. Thank you. So guys, first things first, I'm so happy that I'm learning to do makeup. As you can see, I'm starting to learn with the eyebrows. Yeah, I'm so happy that at least I've reached this stage, because I didn't know anything about doing makeup. I didn't know anything, you know, like someone who I never used to wear makeup. But yeah, all of a sudden when I started to stay with people that wear makeup, I said, let me try to learn. There is no harm in learning. So give me a rate, let me say out of 5, rate my makeup for today. In fact, I was just doing, and then I picked up my phone to start recording, but I didn't record the process of doing the makeup. One day I'll do a video when I start to make it perfect. Yeah, so this is me right now, trying to learn. This is my second time. The first time I did it, and then today I was doing the practice. Yeah, so guys, if you see my camera off on shaking, yeah, so I was standing, but now I'm seated. So I was still telling you I lost my phone holder yesterday, because I picked up my phone to come and record, but I was a little bit sick. I was not feeling very well, but I thought I was energetic, so I came to this place where I feel it is safe for me to do my videos without disturbances. Guys, I found a bad smell, like someone had smoked around this area, and I hate the smoke. It makes me feel suffocated. So when I entered, I lost breath. So I don't know what happened. So I found myself someone helping me to take me back to the room. So I had my phone holder and the phone, because I wanted to make a video. So when I reached the room, I don't know where they put my phone holder, so I'm still looking for it. I'm asking here and there, but everyone is still, yeah, maybe it is here, like that. So that is why I'm not having my phone holder, and I hate holding the phone like this because it keeps on shaking. Yeah, but anyway, we can do it, because after all, we started without a phone holder. So yes guys, I'm so happy to tell you that I finally got a job, and I give God the glory. I'm so happy. Yeah, so but I wanted to come and tell you people what really happens, or what happened to me. Maybe someone, if they happen to go through the same, never to give up and never to be disappointed at anything. So this is how things went. So at first, so you know, I got this job when I'm on a cancelled visa, and this is something that is not okay. It is easy, but it puts on pressure, just because a cancelled visa is, when you're on a cancelled visa, you only have 28 days in the country. So whatever you're doing, you only have those days to make sure you get. If you're looking for a job, you only have 28 days to look for a job. If you are to do visa change, you only have 28 days to do that. So if you exceed those days, you go into what they call overstay. So this is how I ended up being on a cancelled visa. I remember in one of my previous videos, I said I was doing a short course, like a certificate. So after doing that certificate, I was applying, and I happened to get a call for an interview. So I was excited. But when they called me, my visa was still on employment visa, so I had to cancel, because on my CV I wrote that I have cancelled visa. So when I received this call, they told me, when you're coming for the interview, come with a cancellation letter. So I called the people that are responsible for cancelling my employment visa to change it, to make it a cancelled visa. But by the time I called them, it was already late for them to take it to the, is it the ministry or foreign whatever for the UAE to cancel the visa. Is it the embassy? I don't know where they take it. So, but they told me very early in the morning, we shall go there very early and make sure before the interview time, your letter will be ready. They tried their level best to make the letter come early because the interview was at 11, I guess, 11 or 10 there. So I managed to reach there in time, and the driver called me and told me, I'm on my way, I'm done with your cancellation process, I'm on my way bringing your letter. So when they call you inside, just tell them the letter is coming. Good enough, they sent me an email of that cancellation letter. I had the soft copy, so I was a bit strong or comfortable, or like I was, how do they call it? I was confident that this will help. So I started with a written interview. I guess I passed it because I don't know. I reached inside to the person interviewing. They asked for my documents, the CV, then the cancellation letter. In fact, the first thing he asked for was the cancellation letter. Then I told him I have this. They have just sent me the soft copy. The hard copy is coming, because I would have printed out the copy there, but in that area there was no a place to go and do the printing, or so the man immediately he told me, no, you don't have documents, I felt so bad because I showed him the soft copy and I told him, this is the copy, if you want the hard copy, it is coming. The only problem was that the driver was stuck in traffic. So the only thing he wrote on my CV, no document. Do you know how that feels? I have already gone on a cancelled visa because I was given a chance to look for a job when I'm still on the employment, and they told me the moment you get a job and you're approved, you can cancel. Because I guess I made a mistake to cancel before confirming that I've passed the interview. You know, the excitement, because it was like a sure deal, because I almost had all the things that they wanted. I had passed the written interview, I'm sure about that, because the question was very simple. So the guy just looked on the copy and he was like, this is an Emirates ID copy, not the cancelled visa copy. I was like, is this guy drunk? Who can't differentiate between a cancelled visa copy and an Emirates ID? Those are two different documents. He just wrote on my CV, no documents. He told me, go, when you get the letter, you come back. I was so mad. I assure you, I didn't go back. The driver came like 10 minutes after that incident, and I told him, let's go. I went back to my place. Like, I didn't go back to the office. I was feeling so much just because this man didn't give me time. He didn't listen to what I was telling him. Because it is the same letter that I have used to get the job that I've got now. But maybe God didn't want me to go that side. He wanted me for something else. That is why we should never blame ourselves or blame God on the different things that happen to us. So after they cancelled my visa now, I started panicking because I was like, 28 days, I have 28 days to look for this job. But because I always have my trust in God, because we serve a God that never fails, I was confident that I'm going to get this job within this period. Some companies, they want you, when you have a visa, when it at least has a period of 2 weeks for them to process for you or to do for you visa change. So some of them 2 weeks, some of them 3 weeks, some of them a month and above. So mine now was 28 days. So after like 4 or 5 days, I went for a walk-in interview. On reaching there, we did the oral interview, everything. You guys, I was very smart. That is one point to note every time you're going for an interview. Make sure you're very dressed to kill. Be smart. try your best to put on the best outfit you have according to what kind of interview you're going for. So I was very dressed. God gave me this smile. I had my smile on. You know, we wear masks, but when we reached in the interview room, they told us to remove our masks. So I was like, yes, my smile has to be. Yeah, so guys, to make things short, after the interview, I always saw the man writing down things. So after, they asked me for my passport copy and the visa copy. So on reading on the CV again, they were like, oh, you're on cancelled visa, but you didn't put anything you were doing in UAE. The reason why I didn't put what I was doing, because I was scared. I was like, this is nothing that can contribute to a CV, because I was a house helper. You know, it is not something to brag on. It is not something that you can add on a CV. You know, someone cannot hire you just because you have experience in being a house helper. Maybe, do not quote me wrong, maybe somewhere, somehow, it can be needed, but whatever I was going to do, it didn't need to have this. So when they asked me, oh, so you're on cancelled visa, how long have you been UAE? I told them the period. They were like, oh, have you been with one employer? I was like, yes. They're like, wow, this is so good if you have been with one employer for all this time. So it was like an added advantage. Remember, I was scared to put it on my CV. But now you see, when they asked for my visa, that is when they knew that they called it UAE experience, like you've been in UAE, so you know how things work. So I was like, is it in a bad way or a good way? Like at first I didn't know what it was going to add on my interview. So the next day, when they asked me for my passport, I started to increase my expectations of that I have got the job. So the next day, I prayed to God. I was like, God, let me receive a call from these people. So the next day, I made sure my phone was in loud. So when I woke up, I prayed to God. I'm like, God, today I'm ready. That is like 5 days after cancelling my visa. I was like, 5 days or 3, I don't know. Like 5 days. So I told God, I want these people to call me. Sorry if you see my hand shaking. I'm holding the phone. I lost my phone holder. I don't know why it is. Yeah, so guys, they called me the next day. I was so happy. You guys, do not doubt God. Believe in God. He always does wonderful things, miraculous things. Like at the point when you feel you have given up, He's there. He's there. I tell you, He's there. And another thing, if you are at home and you're planning to come to these countries, just prepare your academic documents. You never know what will happen. I have friends that have failed to get the jobs like at the time they need them, just because the academic documents are not ready. Like if you have a senior 6 certificate, you know, we are used to having a pass slip. A pass slip does not work. They need the UNEB certificate. So if you have the UNEB certificate and you're still at home, try to certify it. Certifying means you take it to UNEB, they give it a stamp, and then you take it to, is it Foreign Affairs or Internal Affairs? I guess Foreign Affairs, and they give it a stamp. And then if you're going to work in UAE, then you take it to the UAE embassy. That is the certification process. If you're here, and make sure you have the soft copy of your senior 6 certificate, your diploma, your degree. Just be with your academic documents. Yeah, so now, because me, I think I talked about this. I'm using my senior 6 certificate, just because when I graduated, I traveled straight away. I didn't pick my transcript, so I cannot use it because I don't have it, and no one can go to Makerere and get it for me. That is one problem. So always make sure you have these things. And even if you're going to work in a house like a housemaid, and you have plans of going to another job, please work on your papers when you're still there, so that when you get out, it is easy for you. Because I've seen friends that have suffered just because their papers are not ready. Yeah, and I assure you people, you can always do it. You can always do it. Our God is so great. Imagine I did a short course in something else, but God had planned me to get a job in something different. I guess I have talked forever. Yeah, so I will give more information if you have anything to ask. I don't know, but for now I'll end here, and please do not forget to rate my makeup. I'm learning to do makeup, you know. So I started with learning the eyebrows, and yeah, so guys, I'm so happy for the new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining the family. I love you so much, and let's keep this family growing. I'll be giving you more updates about my life in UAE right now, because things are getting better and better and better because we serve a mighty God. Thank you for those that prayed for me, finally, because now they are working on my employment visa so that I can start. Yeah, thank you very much. I love you so much. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not say things will not work out. Things can work out. Because I reached a moment and I was like, will I make it on this cancelled visa? Because it is always better to cancel the visa when you have got something that is on sure deal. But as I've told you, the mess that happened, but because the God is so great, He helped me. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video. I love you so much. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Let's grow this family. I love you so much. Bye.